I'm gonna give you about 0.2 seconds explaining to me what you pulled me over for, because I have not committed any traffic violations.
The tag, you can't have that design.
Yes, sir, you can't. I'm a third-year law student. This is not something you want to do.
Let me see your driver's license, please.
Okay. What is the? First of all, that's not. Get your watch coming out here now. Now. Let me call your sheriff, just so you know.
Don't call the sheriff.
I will right now.
Get out of the car.
You will
give
not.
me your driver's license.
Okay.
Give me your driver's license now.
Okay.
Give me your driver's license now.
You have no lawful reason to open this door.
Driver's license now.
You have
buckle your seatbelt with your right hand now.
Okay.
Keep your hand there.
You just spoke the lawsuit.
Keep your
just
hand
so you know.
there.
Baby.
You don't get
baby now. Okay. Just had surgery and you're on my back.
Was this cop doing too much, or was the driver being unreasonable? The driver you see here is a local civil rights activist named Carl Soto. He's also a co-founder of a regional Black Lives Matter chapter. On August 29, 2024, a Hillsborough County Sheriff's deputy pulled over Carl because his state license plate was wrapped in an illegal design. What should have been a simple 2-minute fix-it ticket instantly derailed into chaos when the driver immediately went on the offensive, refusing to hand over his driver's license, screaming for a watch commander, pulling away from cuffs, and warning the officer that he was a third-year law student and a captain's nephew. This clearly doesn't end well. Soto was forcibly extracted from the vehicle, held at taser point, and pinned to the grass under a misdemeanor arrest for resisting an officer without violence, turning a minor equipment infraction into something that didn't need to happen. Legally speaking, the cop was 100% justified, and the driver was entirely in the wrong. Under Florida Statute 316.605, the officer had direct cause to stop the vehicle for an obstructed plate. The statute explicitly mandates that all letters, numerals, printing, and writing, including the registration decal, must be clear and distinct and free from defacement, mutilation, grease, and other obscuring matter, so that they will be plainly visible and legible at all times. The law goes on to explicitly state, nothing shall be placed upon the face of a Florida plate except as permitted by law. No license plates other than those furnished by the state shall be used. The driver wrapped his official plate in a design that's not legally permissible in Florida. Even if the alphanumeric characters were theoretically still readable to the naked eye, the law strictly prohibits placing anything on the face of the plate. By changing the state-issued background, he committed a non-criminal traffic infraction, giving the deputy 100% legal probable cause to initiate the traffic stop. The driver repeatedly screamed that the cop had no right to pull him over for a license plate background.
You have no lawful reason to open this door.
Driver's license now.
You have no lawful reason to open this door.
Driver's license
Back
now.
the hell up now.
But because of W.H. Tran v's the United States, 1996, the officer can pull the driver out of the car if the plate violates Florida state law, which it did. Therefore, the stop was completely valid under federal constitutional law. In addition, the U.S. Supreme Court ruling Pennsylvania v. Mims gives law enforcement absolute federal authority to order a driver out of a vehicle during a lawful traffic stop for officer safety. When the driver refused to exit and demanded a watch commander, he was violating a directive backed by established Supreme Court precedent. His noncompliance instantly transformed a minor traffic infraction into a criminal offense for resisting a lawful order.
If this driver attempted to sue under a federal Section 1983 civil rights violation, his case would be thrown out of court immediately, because compliance with a lawful order is a strict requirement, meaning his elite legal education failed to teach him the most basic law of the road. You fight a ticket in front of a judge, not on the side of the highway. Following the viral arrest, Carl Soto held a press conference accusing the deputies of police brutality, and followed through by filing a federal civil rights lawsuit against Sheriff Chad Chronister and the agency. Soto sought millions of dollars in punitive and compensatory damages for physical and emotional distress. However, the lawsuit has completely stalled in federal court. An internal investigation completely cleared the arresting deputy of any policy violations, and the defense has filed heavily backed motions for summary judgment and dismissal, leaving Soto's legal team deadlocked against the brick wall of qualified immunity.